Hi, thank you for joining me. Today we're doing a turkey burger with some Aioli sauce. And right now I'm putting some coconut oil in the pan. And now I have 4 ounces of ground turkey there, just so you know. But you can do more if you need to. And I'm going to add some garlic powder and some onion powder. I just dump in how much of those two that I want. You can measure it out if you would like, but when it comes to those two, I just put how much my heart desires. Because I know it probably looks like, whoa, that's quite a bit, but it comes out good in the sandwich. And just get that, of course, shaped into a patty. And I just got to take that to the sink and wash my hands. Okay. And while that's cooking, I'm going to work on the Aioli sauce. And I'm starting with some mayonnaise. And I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. I usually do 1 tablespoon, but I'm doing 2 just so I have a little bit extra because I have another thing I'm doing, and I'll show you when I get to it. And I just had to get that back in the refrigerator. Now I'm doing a tablespoon of the lemon juice. But you can also use lime. I also add that in the description that you can do lemon or lime juice. It's just a good substitute. If you don't have one, you can use the other as well. And just gotta get that put back away. And now I'm going to do some honey, and I'm doing half a teaspoon of that. That stuff sure is sticky. So I had to go rinse that off. It's sticky, but it definitely tastes good. Alright, now I'm doing 1 teaspoon of the, I think it's the onion powder, the garlic powder. Yes. And now I'm doing some paprika. I'm doing a teaspoon of that. Well, of course, that kind of extra dumped out there. But it didn't mess anything up with flavor. It still tasted good. Now I'm doing 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And with the salt, I would say that part is optional, but because that's what's in the that's what it calls for the recipe of the Aioli sauce. So I would guess that's a must to put in there, so. But that's up to you if you decide to add the salt or not. Alright, now I can get that mixed up. And that's what it looks like once it all mixes together. And now I'm just using another spoon to get the rest off the other spoon, but I'm also going to do a taste test to see if anything needs to be added. And it's all good. Okay, now I'm going to set that aside till I'm ready for it. And now the hamburger is ready to be flipped, so I'm going to, as you've seen, I got that turned to the other side. And now the hamburger is ready, and I have my bread there ready. And I'm going to take the Aioli sauce and put it on the bread and use that as my, you know, what would be mayonnaise for the bread. Or my sauce, actually. And also, if you have, like if you're doing this and you have lettuce, tomato, any of that, you can add that as well. I just didn't have any on hand at the time, so I just did without. And it was still good. Alright, and get that on there. And there you go. But what now? I have this sauce and I don't want it to go to waste. So I'm doing potatoes, which go great with the Aioli sauce. So I'm dumping that in there, and I'm gonna let that cook. And I'm just adding some more coconut oil to the pan so the potatoes can cook good. Alright, now the potatoes are ready to be turned over, at least most of them are. Alright, now I'm going to add some garlic powder to the potatoes. And some oregano. I absolutely love the oregano sauce, or not sauce, gosh, spice on the potatoes. But you can add whatever kind of seasoning you want to the potatoes. Those are just a couple that I really love to use when I'm doing fried potatoes. Alright, and here's my sandwich, and I'm just going to add some potatoes to the plate. And just getting the pan off the burner. And here's my sauce, and there you go. Hope you give it a try. Thanks.